All right, welcome back in. We're doing our 2022 Rocket City Trash Pandas here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. We've got a familiar face. He was here with us last year, Tori Hunter Jr., back here in the Rocket City. The good news is we get you back here in the Rocket City. You know, the bad news is probably for you that, I mean, gosh, I know you're happy to be playing baseball, but you are got to be eager to take that next step again.
Yeah, I'm not upset that I'm here. I'm happy to continue to be playing baseball, like you said, and just having the opportunity to come out here and play is always a blessing. So, I'm happy to get out here and prove that I can play at this level, and then hopefully continue on. That's definitely the ultimate goal, is to continue on and play. But being here is definitely a blessing, man. They take care of us here. The fans are awesome. The city is awesome. So I'm not complaining too much about it, for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking over the roster, and there's a smiddling of familiar faces, but a lot of new faces. So what's the first thing that you've told some of the new guys about playing here?
Just the fan engagement and just the city itself. Once they find out you're a trash panda, they take care of you. So, man, I haven't had a lot of bad experiences out here, just being in the city. And if they find out you play baseball for the trash pandas, they're the first ones to try to help you out, or show you along your way, or if you find a hole in the wall food spot or something like that. So.
Best hole-in-the-wall food spot that you can recommend to the guys? Going to test your memory here.
There was so it's right across the street. I wouldn't say it's a hole in the wall, but the Yard, really good milkshakes.
Oh, man, yes, totally agree with that. Favorite milkshake, though, from the Yard?
I'm a big cookies and cream guy. Cookies and cream milkshake. So, and then I guess another place it's called Just Love Coffee, I think it was.
Yep, right there on the Parkway.
Downtown, yeah.
The very berry dessert is phenomenal from Just Love Coffee.
I've never had that one, but I'm big. I think they had the mini waffles.
Yep.
Some mini waffles and then a caramel latte. Yeah, big fan, big fan.
Well, let's talk about the season. It does begin on a Friday night in Birmingham. Talk about how you treat it. It's a long year. How do you treat the expectations? Last year you opened up in AAA. You got here in AA, opened up in AAA. How do you start the year? How do you attack the year? Or how do you prioritize the goals?
I think the biggest thing is to set a process for yourself, set a routine, and try to stick to that routine, and just make sure you're not too high or too low on any given day. And I think having a routine, keeps you aware of kind of where you are. I think that's the biggest thing for me is keeping my routine and sticking to it. So just so I'm not high or low, whether I'm struggling or whether I'm doing well, just being the same guy every day, showing up to the field ready to work.
Take us through spring training a little bit. How did it go? How fun was it? Obviously delayed a little bit because of stuff well out of everybody's control, but how was it? Did you have to speed up anything because it was shortened? How did you treat spring training?
Yeah, it was definitely a hectic spring training. Just overall, we a lot of guys had to go back up to big league games and go help those guys out, so we might not have been getting as many reps in the minor leagues as we would have liked, but I think they did a good job of taking the older guys. A lot of the guys who have kind of cemented their routines in. So just trying to make sure I get those routines in every day. And toward the end of the season, toward the end of spring training, they were able to give me a little bit more at bats. So I'm starting to feel a little bit better in the box, but. Yeah, man, it was a really hectic spring training once big league started, and so we kind of had to scramble around and move around a couple days out of the week. But I'm excited to be here about to play in a real game. So yeah.
Does that mean, like, I'm not saying some guys are going to struggle or it's going to be different, but how many at-bats is it going to take then once the season going probably to feel like you're comfortable again? Because normally you get 2 months of spring training, you get all those at-bats. Is there a case where it may take a little bit now once the regular season start to kind of feel like you're in a groove?
Maybe. I think a lot of guys here are ready to go. We were able to play like 4 or 5 games together as a team once we found out. So I think the camaraderie is there, the chemistry is there. I think a lot of guys are ready to go. We'll see on Friday for sure.
Fun to get started, right? Fun to say you're playing again on Friday. Do you still treat opening day like a little kid?
Yeah, I mean, you still get the nerves, even though you've done it, your whole life. You play baseball your whole life. It's the same game, but just opening day, the jitters, it's always going to be there. You're just excited, ready to go, and see what happens this year. So I don't think that'll ever change.
Next to the ultimate prize of winning a championship, is that the next best feeling, that opening day run out?
Yeah, for sure. I would say it's pretty similar to, running out every week, in football. It's that, that ultimate adrenaline. It's like, all right, now it's time to let all the preparation and all the anxiety that you had, just let it out when you go on this field and play today. So I would really compare the two to that. Football and baseball are pretty similar on opening day.
I know you love to play at home, and you've mentioned that, but opening the season, on the road or at home, which one is easier?
I would say definitely at home. I mean, going on the road to begin the season, it's you're starting off the season on a bus or whatever in a hotel, so it's a little different. But I'm glad that it's in Birmingham and not somewhere 5 hours away. But I think a lot of guys will be ready for it, man. We're excited to just play baseball, period. So.
Tori Hunter Jr., guys, Rocket City Trash Pandas 2022. He's back with us again. Get on out here and see him.